This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long, just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot. It's fine.
Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice strong breeze. Frank, another scoring opportunity here with this second shot at the 12th.
There certainly is. Even when they stick the flag all the way in the back, which is the hardest hole location, you can still get at it with a short club. Nice sort of rolling, gentle terrain on this green, so chances are you're going to have a putt with a little bit of break in it.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Getting set now over the putt. Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. An important stretch of holes coming up here late in the first round. What are some keys to finishing the first round strong?
Once again, putting that ball in play, because if you can add 1 or 2 more birdies to this scorecard, it's going to look great at the end of the day.
You cannot hide the flagstick from that man inside of 5 feet.
Second shot.
Come on, don't do that.
Cruel lip out.
Just a little tap in here. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
It certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. These putts keep the round together. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Smoke, that one.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
So, one round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. A heat-seeking missile right there. Wow. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favor, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf. It's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. That birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Good effort and good par putt. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, Frank, the wind is really starting to pick up.
You've got to fixate on the direction now. If you get the direction wrong and or mistime one of those gusts, all sorts of problems.
On the green in regulation. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Rich, it's been a very good workmanlike performance. Yet another birdie.
Into the top 15 on the leaderboard. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. What a great shot.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18th. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, this is a big green. A good chance coming up ahead here for Eagle, at least a birdie.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for Eagle coming up. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. 2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live 3rd round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Well, that's just how you envision it when you walk to the first tee. High and deep, right in the middle of the fairway. Good way to start. Good-looking shot right here. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Oh, I thought he had that.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. And just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Settles in over the putt. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Well, Frank, no doubt this is one of the most photographed holes in all of golf.
Yeah, Devil's Cauldron. Just get to the front of the tee there. Get the camera out. The vistas there are amazing. You see the mountains in the background. This green surrounded by the pine trees. And of course, if you like a lake or two, there's a lake just in front of that green. Just to give you that little color of blue in the snapshot you're going to take.
Like to look at them, not swim in them. Certainly not fish golf balls out. Good swing, good shot yet again. That's well played. And now a good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Well, that's how you keep a round going. Make putts just like that. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Now has a tie for the lead with that birdie.
And a pep in the stride.
Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet?
It's still going. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
birdie try up next. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Alberta Classic. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you're spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
You hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location.
Be safely on deck.
That would be a great look at birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
Frank, that one is long, and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors?
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length. A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Player knows they're on the move with that birdie. Quick glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you've played golf all over the world. What are your impressions of Banff Springs?
It's nice, Rich. I was actually in Calgary many a year ago, and I'm disappointed I never got to play the Banff golf course. Getting to see it today, it's one that I would have put on my bucket list.
Pretty close. He'll be looking at about 15 feet for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
This for par. Frank, a solid par right there, maintains his position. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Down, lay down.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That is some good work right there. Birdie, and one shot closer to the lead. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage of the final round. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. We'll see you next week.